Woo! It says I am live, I think. Am I in the wrong place? I hope not. Cool. I think my microphone's working and everything is going according to plan. Sweet. Got a new microphone going on, some new technology, so hopefully everything is good. I'm in Florence, Oregon, and it is a very rainy day today, so I am stuck inside, but I am excited. Yesterday I was supposed to go to the bookstore to pick up some Megillahs, and unfortunately the bookstore is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I will have to be going there tomorrow when they open. That being said, let us start together with a prayer. If you can't hear me or anything's going wrong with my mic, just let me know. I think everything is good. So cool. God and Goddess, thank you so much for this lovely day and this rainy weather that feeds the earth and brings nourishment to all of the beautiful green plants and the animals and everything that is needed for life. Thank you for safe travels and for the opportunity to be able to connect with people and to be able to help to disseminate the Holy Megillah. Please help all of these efforts go according to your plan and help us become the best versions of ourselves possible so that we can create a better world. In the name of Elohim, I pray. Amen. Today is Humanity Day, and the prayer is, Our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To humanity, send your angel of holy work. And I wanted to just read a passage from the Holy Megillah in the Godspell. The Holy Megillah, the Nasarean Bible of the Essene Way, is translated by Greenleaf and available for purchase at essene.org. And if you want to dive into the free limited PDF version, I would love to be able to get that to you as well so that you can see if it resonates with you or not. I know that those that are seeking are definitely going to find the truth where it is. So this is from chapter 61 of the Holy Godspell, and it's just talking about holy work yoga. It is a pretty cool passage here. Karma yoga, which is to perform work or activity in the awareness that what you put out comes back to you, and with the intent of doing good for the cause of love in the arena of cause and effect, is the primary practice of holy work yoga. Karma yoga is work with awareness of related karmic consequences, coupled with a purposeful choice to harmonize your work with goodness in the cause of love. The universe is doing the work of perpetual creation and perpetual spiritual development. To intentionally harmonize your work with that great work is karma yoga. If your work that earns your daily bread is non-violent and ethical, yet seems mundane or unspiritual, spiritualize that work by looking for ways to be of loving service at work. Until your work that earns your daily bread is in harmony with your higher ideals, you can perform volunteer acts of holy work anytime, anywhere, even when it seems that you are off work. That volunteer work is called holy volunteerism and is an important part of holy work yoga. You can also donate money from your seemingly mundane job to support good causes, including the holy work of the Nasarean religion of the Essene Way. That way, even your seemingly mundane work is spiritualized by serving a spiritual purpose. That practice is called holy philanthropy, an important part of holy work yoga. Always remember, and I'm preaching here to myself too, laziness is of the downward path of death and spiritual disease, while work, the holier the work, the better, is the active path of creation and life and spiritual wellness. Indeed, a bad attitude towards work often results in mental and emotional illness, even spiritual unwellness. A good attitude towards work, even seemingly mundane work, is a common trait of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritually healthy persons. Even those with handicaps, physical or otherwise, can be uplifted by performing work with a good attitude. Let humble Abed, he that ascended to become the chief messenger angel of the branch of holy work, be your example of the right attitude towards work. His attitude was the simple desire to be of help. Be a helper and be happy. If so, like humble Ebed, you will be exalted. If you remember from earlier times, we did about this woman named Rafa and how she had an encounter with the agents of the Dark Lord, not the Dark Lord, but the false Yahweh, I should say. And they did not want her to go up the Essene mountain of peace. And she said, I am called to go up the mountain. And they're like, no, go this way, go this way. If not, like, you're going to be in trouble. And they severely beat her and were about to do even worse. And that was when Zayen was actually discovered. Someone came to her rescue. And this Ebed character was one of the ones that came when she was waiting for help, essentially waiting for a helper and a helper healer. And Ebed was really great. He came along and literally said, I have not the special skills of a healer or singer or builder, but I wish to be of service. It will be my joy to carry the wood and vines so that Rafa may be sheltered from the rain. So again, he didn't have any special skills. He just wanted to be of service. And that is what this passage is literally telling us, to be like him. Even if you are scrubbing toilets, if you are doing something that is not, I'm not the best singer, I'm not the best this, I'm not the best that, right? You can show up where you are, and having that willing and helpful heart is the key. But today, being humanity, trying to link that back to our holy work, and all of us finding that holy work that is going to help uplift us and the world around us. So I'm super excited to be here in Florence, even though the weather is very dreary, because this is part of my holy work, trying to use the platform and the gifts that I have been given to align people with the path, align myself with the path, and illuminate the darkness that we are in. I'm really passionate about the Holy Megillah. It has changed my life. It changes the lives of everyone that I have gotten to interact with and share it with. They notice a change in themselves when they are reading it. They have a lot of emotions coming up, and really connecting back to compassion and love and a deeper understanding of the truth of our reality, especially when it comes to God and Goddess, our mother and father, and how they are, who they are, what they're all about. All the false religions that want to portray them as these jealous, angry, wrathful beings that need us to perform animal or human sacrifice in order to get back in good standing with them. That's not a loving parent. That is literally the devil. So if you are feeling drawn to find more truth about your heavenly mother and father and your holy work, the reason that we're all here in this cosmic school system, I would definitely encourage you to check out the Holy Megillah in the description box below. And well, I'm not really sure if it'll let you click on that, but I have a link there to the free PDF and also to the Essene.org website where you can purchase it. So that being said, I'm going to jump off of here and work on my own holy work for the day. I hope that you feel encouraged to do the same. Finding that holy work is really going to help you get aligned with the path and open you up to expanded consciousness and bliss. David D says, hello, YouTube is not notifying when you go live. The shadow banning is so annoying. That is really interesting. I wonder if the notifications are different when I'm setting the stream up through a different, I'm using restream.io, whatever. So I don't know if that factors into it or if it's just a shadow ban. So sorry about that. Hello, Shyla. How's it going? So happy I didn't miss the live stream. Now my question is, what are your thoughts on the whole Israel-Gaza situation? I don't want to start controversy. I'm just curious what your opinion is on it. But I do have lots of Palestinian friends who have lost family members because of the bombings. Well, I definitely do not support anything that is going on there. And the whole state of Israel is a Rothschild production. They used Hitler to literally cause all this chaos. All this stuff was completely essentially the master brain has been pulling the strings on all the different sides for so long to bring about this order that we are currently in and that we're moving towards. So I definitely see how that state has been used to do a lot of harm, and the mainstream Christians, especially, that's where my background is. It's like, don't speak against Israel or you're going against God. And there's this fear of, they don't even want to question what Israel is doing. They need to blindly support anything that's going on, which is dangerous territory. We shouldn't be like that with any group or people. We should always have our discernment, even leaders or people, pastors, whatever that we're looking up to. We keep our discernment and never follow blindly, because that's giving away your free choice, your free will, and that is going to lead you into potential problems. Obviously, if it's a good leader and they have good intent, like if you were standing in front of Lord and Lady Christ, then you can follow blindly with knowing that they're going to lead you to somewhere good. But we don't have Lord and Lady Christ that's leading us right now. So we all need to make sure that we are just trusting that inner connection with us. But yeah, it's really sad about all of the violence and chaos that has happened over that godly state, right? And God's people. We know from various scriptures that God and Goddess don't choose people. Well, first of all, they're not like choosing anyone. They're standing there with open arms, and they're wanting all of us to come back into the fold. But if anyone is chosen people, it's the ones that actually do God and Goddess's will and align with the path. And again, it's like we're the ones that are choosing it, not that they're saying, okay, you're good enough, you're good enough, you're good enough. We choose all of our actions. So we're choosing if we're in a hell or in a heaven, and we're choosing whether we are part of the forces of darkness or the forces of light that are aligning in either one of those ways. Hello, Jacob. How's it going? Hope all is well. Yes, it is. The love of money is the root of all evil. That is why we have a capitalist economy. Definitely. Definitely plays into it for sure, right? Love of money and the capitalism and the domination and the lack of cooperation that goes along with that to keep us all divided and conquered, right? David D says we need to be making an active effort to climb the golden ladder. Laziness leads only down. Exactly. When I was reading that, I'm like, oh man, I definitely feel convicted, because I can be lazy sometimes, and it's easy to get into that, like a routine of either laziness or activity. Like my grandma is just so active. Like, it was funny to see her recently, and she's like, I'm getting old and slowing down. I'm like, Grandma, you've been going on high speed the whole time that I've ever known you. So it's good that you're taking a little bit of time to relax a little bit, because she's just been like going all the time. But yeah, it's interesting that you can see how either action kind of leads you towards more action and getting into that rhythm, and laziness also does the opposite. So while waiting on the good Lord, do what waiters do best, serve. Aw, I like that. Hello, Yuri. Yuri does not like the state of Israel. I'm with you on that. The real state of Israel, I have been preaching for a long time that I believe that Mount Shasta is that future state of Israel, that combination, that trinity, and doing what the divine will actually is. None shall hurt or destroy in my holy mountain. That's what the real Israel is about. And the real land of God and Goddess is the one that's actually doing what they are preaching, which is not loving and fighting and bombing other people and thinking that you're superior for any reason, especially ethnicity or color or any of these other things, right? It's especially when you read in the Holy Megillah, it's very humility and love and compassion and understanding that these are our brothers and sisters and that we're all one. We have our beautiful individuality in the one, but we're all still one. And so, yeah. Hello, Kyle. Kyle Smith says, hello, Anana. Drive safely during your travels. Sending you blessings of protection and safety. Thank you so much. I agree. and I do agree to be respectful. I'm not gonna say any swear words or anything, but I would prefer if things would stay child friendly, so that I don't want not that I want kids to come on, but I understand that there are children out there that are looking at influencers and all this stuff, and I do want to have a space that is family friendly and they're able to learn the truth of our reality as well. Again, not I might when YouTube asks me if I'm making it for children, no, but I understand that this is the interwebs and everybody can access it. So um Yashrael is God's people, not an ethno state in the Middle East. Exactly. Hitler was an invert, a Rothschild, and created Israel through the transfer agreement following Satan's plan. Absolutely. Yeah, there's so much that of history, like who knows how much has been controlled by the master brain since it started so long ago. Once we align ourselves fully with our soul's desire, we'll be able to focus and resist distractions and laziness. Exactly. There's definitely downfalls that come along the way when we try to align ourselves with our holy work. There's going to be all sorts of things that come to try to sway us off of that path, and so knowing that and kind of staying anchored in it, being determined, is really important. And I am preaching to myself as well. Jacob says that means watch yo profanity. I am pro-family, so watch your profanity, okay? That's great. All right. I'm going to get off of here and get ready to focus on my holy work. I got this new lapel microphone and some other things behind the scenes here that I'm excited to mess with and get things going in a faster progress. The prophecies about the Megillah say that there are timelines when it gets stopped, and the dissemination doesn't go forth, and the ends of the earth are not reached with this information, and I'm determined to make sure that that does not happen this time around. I want to I don't know if we have to. They're saying, hey, why don't you flat earthers go to Antarctica? Cool. Are you paying for me? I'm going to take a load of Megillahs with me and I'm going to go preach at the ends of the world. Let's go. I'm excited. Anyways, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will catch up with you tomorrow for the noontime peace contemplation. May God and